Hello, I'm Dr Gareth Moore and welcome back to another one of our solved videos. I'm here again with Laura and today we're going to be solving this. Exit the game, the secret lab. Ooh. And how are we going to do with this one? It's rated 3.5 out of 5. I don't really know, truthfully, if the difficulty ratings correspond in any real way with the game. I read someone online hypothesising that they have to do with how many cards you have simultaneously.
Ooh, interesting.
I have no idea if that's true or not.
I think the one that we did last time was 2.5 stars.
Was it?
And we did mediumly well, I would say.
Just over an hour.
Pretty good. Yeah, these actually aren't timed, are they? Yeah.
Well, there is an app you can use to time them. They are timed. In fact, there's a table at the back of the... I've never shown you.
Oh.
But at the back of the...
What a turn.
Here's the instruction book. At the back, there is actually a table. And it gives you star ratings based on how quick you've been and how many hints you took. So you're aiming to do it in under 60 minutes without any hint cards for 10 stars.
Okay.
And the worst performance is over 2 hours with more than 10 help cards.
So hopefully we'll be somewhere in the middle.
Yes. Shall we see what's in the box?
Yeah.
So we've got this, the instructions, a decoder in. And we've got some strange objects, as Exit call them, some cardboard pieces to push out at various points in the story.
Ooh.
We've got, that looks nice and simple, doesn't it?
Is it upside down?
Yes.
Yes. Not that it looks any more comprehensible the right way up, but yes.
I wonder if any of that stuff actually means anything. I mean, some of them
It
like chemical formula and so on. Right.
Oh, I hope
and
we
then
don't need
there's a
any
deck of cards.
understanding of chemistry for this one.
Well, I'm sure you won't require any specialist knowledge.
First observation is that we don't have any numbers.
Oh, that's right.
We've just got symbols to match up, symbols and colours.
Okay.
Fun, because usually you have a 3-digit number that you put in, so I'm presuming that this is the equivalent of that.
Yeah, it must be. I'll start by opening the deck of cards, and why don't you see what that's about?
Should we see what it says?
Yeah.
Okay, it says, what's the game about? So let's find out.
Let me zoom in.
Zoom in. Easy money, you probably thought to yourselves when you discovered the newspaper ad seeking subjects for a medical study. So you signed right up for the next available appointment. You show up on time at the address you received over the phone. You enter a modern laboratory and notice all kinds of odd scientific vessels and apparatuses. Not a word I usually hear in plural. Around you. But something is not right. There's nobody there except you.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, vapour rises from a test tube and you start feeling dizzy. You wake up with a throbbing head. You quickly discover that the door has been locked behind you. On the table you find a notebook and an odd disc, I think probably this, that was not there before. The lab seems to be filled with riddles. You will be able to escape only if you manage to solve all of the riddles in time. Otherwise you will fall victim to this bizarre experiment with consequences you'd rather not even think about.
I feel that should be rather not even imagine.
Rather, yeah.
Unless you're involved.
Because we don't know what's going on yet.
Right.
But also, interesting that our last trips here were all holidays that we were going on, and now we've voluntarily signed up to some medical experiments. So we've taken a wrong turn somewhere in our lives.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we also have this deck of cards here. So at the bottom of it, it's got some advertising. It's got a single advertisement card. I think we'll discard that and this top card. And it's split into 3 decks of cards. One, the riddle cards will reveal throughout the game.
Yep.
One which is the set of answer cards that you use along with the decoder disc to see if you're right or wrong when you solve a puzzle, and then also some help and hint cards, which we hopefully won't need, but we never know. Help and hint, I mean help and solution cards.
Help and hint.
Yeah.
They are help and hint.
I'll take those, you take the red deck.
Okay.
And let's see where we start.
Yeah, what does it say?
Right, so these are presumably standard rules for exit games, and it says here, the game begins. What are you waiting for? Start the stopwatch and get out of the lab before it's too late. Now you are allowed to look through the entire book, and begin solving the riddles. If anything is unclear, don't be shy about looking something up in the manual during the game.
Nice. Is this the manual?
This is the manual, yeah.
Okay, great. Right, let's have a look in the book.
Okay, what does it say?
What does it say?
Hello to whoever is reading this. That's me. And
That's
you.
you.
Yeah. My name is Walter Black. I hope you are not in the same situation as I. The newspaper ad sounded so tempting. I simply had to sign up as a test subject, and now here I sit captured. As I was losing consciousness, I could overhear what they were planning to do with me. You don't even want to imagine. Soon they will return. The entire laboratory seems to be filled with riddles with the right combinations of 3 chemicals. The various locks can be opened. I am on the verge of finding all the clues. Then I might be able to escape. And then he takes a bit of a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
It's too late for me.
What an
I
absolute
hear them
turnaround.
coming. But I'm going to, instead of trying to escape, I'm going to sit and write, just as neatly as before.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be able to solve the riddles with the help of my clues. Then you can avoid the gruesome experiments that await me. But hurry. Good luck, Walter.
Mixed messages, I would say.
I
from
feel
Walter.
there's
Is he in a hurry? Is he not? I don't know. It's probably not important.
And then what else have we got
we
on the
can
other
go
pages?
into that later.
Stacking colourful countries. We've got Russia, Gabon, Netherlands and Bulgaria. Is that flags?
That's flags. They've all got stripy flags, haven't
have they? Okay.
Oh, well, I don't know, actually. I was very confident about that.
Oh, well, I mean, Netherlands.
Let's
has,
find out.
And Russia. And then a couple of fun things. Plague, Lyme disease, anthrax, whatever that says.
What's that say?
Anaplasmosis. What is that?
I've never heard of that.
Yaws, fever, scarlet fever, typhus, and for fun, a bit of tetanus.
Tetanus. I don't know what yours is.
It's mine.
What's Q fever?
It's what you get after you've got better from pea fever. Just before you catch R fever. I don't know.
Silly.
And then here we go. We've got some colours with numbers next to them. And they've also got boxes round. And I think I might be right in saying that they correspond pretty well with the sizes of cards. So we're clearly going to be putting
fun.
cards on there. So actually, if we do
Fun.
that, does it... Well, obviously, we're jumping ahead there.
Yeah, I think so.
And then over here, we've got a picture of the lab. We'll come back to
Ooh,
that
we've got
in
some
just a
flags.
second. And then we've got here millilitres. It's Ag is silver, right? And then sodium chloride, which is salt. And then we've got letters and colours
Ooh, alphabet.
for the different symbols that are on the card. It can't be a coincidence. On the decoder disc, I mean. And we've got some things to fill in here. Don't know what's going to say there. And then some stuff, blah, 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 blah. That's a very good description, I thought, there. pH test strips. We're testing the acidity or alkalinity of something. Labelled with letters. A to E, although we have E twice. And on the back,
Do we have E twice?
there was an E twice, wasn't there?
I don't know.
Here and here.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we're going to put them together somehow.
And then there's a bunch of letters having a swim. And some Sudoku grids for somebody who doesn't like numbers or Sudoku, because there's two E's in a row there. Obviously, they're not really Sudoku.
Yeah.
Lots of
Just
grids.
really
Oh, and there's
grids.
lots of molecules.
Pins. Oh,
Yeah.
molecules. Oh, yeah.
Like water,
So,
perhaps.
my science knowledge is extremely poor, so I'm really hoping that it doesn't become really important at any point. I bet there's going to be hidden things in there. Surely that can't just be pretty design.
Is it the same on the front as the back? No, is the very rapid answer I can give you there.
Yeah.
There are various chemical formulae.
Yeah. A couple of nice diagrams.
Can't tell you what they all are, but
Some geometry type
yeah,
puzzles.
various bits and pieces.
Okay.
So I think we're supposed to start here.
start in the middle.
We're definitely starting here because we're taking riddle
What have
card
we got?
O.
O. Let's go for it.
Right. So
Riddle
I'll explain the
card.
rules of exit games as we go.
Oh, I've just dropped. Oh, I dropped one.
That's okay.
Just let's.
And we've
pretend
got
that
some
didn't happen.
flags. Netherlands equals 8, 1, 2, 5. It says on it. And Bulgaria equals 6, 1, 1, 4. So I'm thinking we're going to need all 4 flags
I think we're going to need all 4 flags.
that we saw on the earlier page.
So this is our first card, and it says make straight connections between identical pairs, then fill in the snow areas.
The snows. So let's just zoom in on this because it's quite hard to see. So what there are snowflakes on this card. So we've got colours and then we've got snowflake symbols. So we're going to join identical colours and I think we're going to shade in the areas and it's going to reveal something. That'll be the answer to our puzzle.
Should we just draw them on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And also, I just wanted to comment on this. When I was solving this year's Exit the Game Advent Calendar, there was a lab in it which had loads of coloured Petri dishes.
That's true.
And I was trying to work out why on earth that was there because it wasn't part of any puzzle. And clearly it is actually a throwback to this game.
This. I remember there was
And
something going on with it. There was like an explosion and the lights up here were out or something like that.
And I didn't realise.
Yeah.
So I was trying to work out for a little bit what those colours were for, but they were for nothing. They're for this game.
Just a fun little throwback.
So there are chemicals here with colours next to them, and again, you can't probably see until I zoom in. But
I've seen
they have
those
tetanus,
words
scarlet
before.
fever, plague, Lyme disease, and so forth here. Yours and all our other favourite ones, including Q fever.
Anaplasmosis.
It's not between P and R fever after all. That theory's blown out of the water.
Okay.
Captain Science. Yeah, there's lots of references to these rooms in the
Are
Exit the Game Advent Calendar,
there?
weren't there?
Interesting. And we've got some. I mean, I don't know what
And we've
that
got
is.
numbers for all of the things that presumably are on here as well. Yeah, there's a rock. It looks like a
Is
load
it
of
a
gloop.
rock or
A
some
mossy rock,
moss?
perhaps?
I also was going for moss.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then we've got various of those symbols that we need to line up with particular puzzles that will emerge as we go through the cards, I think.
Right, so we have a plus, and the plus goes
Yeah.
with a bottle of wine. And
Obviously.
the idea is you solve the puzzle, then you can open the thing associated with it, but it doesn't look to me that you would have a lot of difficulty opening the bottle of wine. Maybe you would.
It looks like someone's already drugged. Yeah, maybe. It might not be wine. We don't know.
Well, let's get my marker pen.
Yeah, let's get. There you go.
And a ruler.
You can be the boss of this.
And if this all goes hideously wrong,
which it won't, but if it does,
then I will blame you.
Interesting that you've gone with a marker and not something we can.
Okay, we're not going to make a mistake. Make straight connections for identical pairs. Look, there's 2 orange. I don't just do it with my pen. Without the ruler, there's 2 orange squares, right?
Yeah.
2 red squares. And they've even helpfully put a grid on the background,
That's
so your
nice,
lines will be perfectly straight without any help. I didn't mean to spin that off the picture. This is far enough apart that I'm not going to risk it. Red to red.
Oh, that went off the screen, and I was worried there that you were just drawing into oblivion.
I could have done, couldn't I?
Yeah. Does it matter if they cross? There's nothing saying that they can't cross, does it?
Well, I think we're making one of those sort of colour by shade by number, shade by star, I guess, pick puzzles. Is that everything?
Yeah, I think so.
The purple and blue look similar, but they look similar in reality too. It's not just on the screen.
I can see some numbers there, can you?
Where we're shading in?
Yeah.
Yes, there's a 3 on the left, isn't there?
I can see 3, I can see 2, and I can see... Can I see 2? Yeah, I can see 2. It makes me sound like an auctioneer.
Yeah. Do I have a 4? No?
And I think 5.
Yes, and I think 5 as well.
Enjoyable.
Yes. There we go. So 3, 2, 5 is our code.
But the question is, now what do we do?
Well, I presume that we use this to convert our 3, 2, 5 into things to put into the decoder disc, don't you think?
Should we try that?
Yeah.
Do we have things that look like that on the decoder? We might have to zoom out here.
Oh, zoom out a lot, in fact.
Okay.
There we go.
So 3, what do we think?
3, 2, 5 on the plus.
And do we think we're working outwards?
Well, I put the plus at the top.
Put the plus at the top. Where are we? Plus.
And then I would do 3.
So do you think?
So we've got narrow blue file.
Like that?
Yeah. And then we've got transparent. No, 2 is a silver.
2 is a sort of grey.
Grey splodgy one. Splodgy is a very useful adjective that describes literally anything. And then 5 is a black tubby one.
Black sort of circle type thing.
Which gives us 1.
1.
Now what we do, so 1 is showing here, just to be clear. So now what we do is we take answer card 1 and we have a look to see what's on it. And if we're correct, it should show us a bunch of places that the plus might be.
Ooh.
And now we find the object the plus is on, which is the wine bottle, and we take card 29.
Okay.
And then we find out if we're actually correct, because at that point you may still be wrong. But no,
hey,
we're correct.
Very good. The chemicals turn the liquid in the bottle transparent. You find riddle cards lowercase I and S. Take these riddle cards from the stack and look at them. Well, don't mind if I do. Lowercase I is actually the one that I dropped by accident earlier, so fortunately that's come up early. So no spoilers here. And S, there we go. Okay, let's have a look at those. So this is lowercase I. Okay, I like that. I think we know what we're going to do with these. Ooh.
Oh, some Petri dishes.
Air, A-I-R. So we've got 3 flags so far.
Yes, and on this page in the book we needed
4, don't we?
flags. I think we can be fairly confident we need all of them.
Yeah, and we also don't know what puzzle that's for yet because we haven't seen a symbol.
That's true.
So presumably that will come up later.
Okay, so presumably the Petri dishes are relevant. So in A, we have, so I assume we need to get the colours by identifying bacteria based on the AIR, do you think?
Oh,
Work out what's in each Petri dish and then map it to a colour?
So A, we've got this sort of worm type thing, so we would look at the worm type symbol, which is this, anthrax, here.
Oh, right.
So we've got the letter, in fact we've got AIR there.
Oh, right. So, yes. Okay, so under the... Well, you've solved that whole puzzle before I even had time to work out what you're doing.
What can I say? I'm a pro.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a pro.
So what you've worked out is that A is equivalent to this symbol, which is on anthrax. Therefore, the A of air corresponds to the anthrax one, which, as you can possibly see here, is the red one. So we think red is the first colour to put into the decoder disc.
Shall I try it?
For the hexagon puzzle. Yeah, let's definitely try it.
Okay, fun. Okay, so we think red first, and then...
Yeah, let's put that on the camera so we can see.
There we go. So I've got the hexagon at the top
I
here.
is the 3 things in a row.
Which is yours.
And then yours, again, I don't think you can easily see this on camera, but it's black here on the join.
So there's one of each colour, that makes sense.
And then R is the bunch of circles. Yeah.
Lyme disease.
Lovely. Lyme disease. What everyone wants for Christmas. Lyme disease is just brown.
Brown.
So let's put brown into the
brown?
code.
Right,
Yeah.
do we think that's right?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so we've got 17.
Nice.
And let's have a look at that then. Right.
We're going to be out of here in no time. Famous last one's that one, isn't it?
Right, it's possibly correct. And where did we see the code?
Oh, we hadn't
That's a
actually
good
looked,
question.
but it's on this microscope over here.
So the hexagon, which is on the card here, is on the microscope. So we look at the microscope.
Didn't even check that.
Where is the microscope?
Maybe it's behind this petri dish at
It's
the
actually
top.
this. Yeah, it's the yellow card. Oh, we're opening the cards next to them. It's not opening the thing itself. We're opening the envelopes.
Okay.
So 12. And survey
I'm pretty
says.
confident.
Yeah. There we go.
Great! The chemicals reveal the following in the petri dish.
You will find riddles cards B, G, and R. Take these riddle cards from the stack and look at them.
B, G, and R. When it says it reveals the following,
It means they're in the envelope, I think. I'm not sure the logic
reveals
makes.
the following. Okay.
I'm not sure there's a
What
great.
was it? B, G, and R.
B, G, and R. Yes.
Okay. Let's have a look. So we've got B, G, R. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got another flag. Love
Okay.
that. We know what we're doing there, I think. Ooh.
Okay, so this card says after each step, analyse 1. A on A. 2. This is the one with the coloured bits of pH strips at the back, right? 2. B on B and C on C. 3. D on D and E on E. And then we have a card which says beta and has 5 of the symbols. Now,
Nice.
I think that for the flags, even though we now have 4 of them, we don't have a symbol for them, do we? So I think we can't do anything with them yet.
Is there one on the page with the flags?
Ah, that's a very valid question.
There may not be.
No.
There isn't.
So I think we can't do anything with the flags yet.
Is there anything? No, there's nothing near the flag on the picture.
Not close enough.
Just a bunch of flowers.
Yeah, I don't see that's necessarily associated. So I think we can't do anything with that
Okay.
yet. So I think and I also think this is beta. We're looking for.
We're looking for an alpha and a gamma there.
Probably. So I reckon we need this.
Yeah.
After each step, analyse A on A, B on B, C on C. Now that reminded me because we talked about the E's.
We did, and we've
These
got.
pH test strips. Now they are perforated, not perforated. They have dashed lines around the
Yeah.
outside. There are no scissor pictures. Do you think we're going to cut them out?
A on A. What's on the other side, by the way? Is there anything over the page?
Yeah, there's an A
Yeah,
here.
let's do some folding.
Well, some cutting out though. Do you reckon?
If we cut them out, do we cut?
Then put the ABC like that.
Put the A on the A.
Don't you think?
Put the B on the B. Put the C on the C. As A, B, C, are they next to? Are they near each other on there?
Here's C and here's B.
Maybe we do it in turn.
Because I can't really fold that and put. Oh no, it definitely doesn't fold.
Definitely don't fold. Let's cut it out.
Let's cut them out.
It always feels like an act of sabotage, but I know you're meant to.
I love cutting things
It
out.
just. No, I know, but I'm just. You know, what if we're not meant to?
Well, then you can still take it back in, pretend
true.
and you can be like, there may be a odd reflection on this page while you're viewing it. Don't worry. Don't adjust your screens. Don't retune your
So
televisions.
we've got
because-
two different E's.
Don't even tune televisions nowadays. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever tuned a television.
You can tune a digital
Tells
3D
you.
receiver. But anyway,
Okay.
right.
Right. So are they the same sort of typeface for a start? Yes, they are. The same sort of font.
Okay, now A is gone because I've just cut it out. A on A.
A on the back of A. Here we go. So one of those pieces that we've just turned over has an A on it then. There we go.
Oh. So we put them together like this.
A on
and we
A,
get a
like
1.
that.
A 1, right?
That's so fun.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first.
Shall we write these down as we're getting them?
Okay, that's actually
Because
a
we're
good
going to have
idea.
to refer to the book anyway to get the... Because we don't have
Yeah.
numbers on the decoder.
1. Okay.
So that was A on A. So should we do B on B and C on C next?
Does it say both? So B on B. Where's B?
B on B. So there must be a B on the back of maybe this piece. There we go.
Ooh.
Ooh. B on B.
Okay.
B on B and C on C. Presumably in the same way. Ah,
It's obviously meant to be the
I
way
think
up.
that's a 7.
I think it's this way up, don't you?
As long as it's not meant to be a 4, but yeah, if you line them up like that, I
It's got to be a European, a continental 7, right?
So we've got a 1 and a 7. Okay, and then D on D and E on E.
Well, there's an E on here. Is there a D still?
How many E's? We've got multiple E's.
Maybe we don't need that.
We've got an E on an E.
Right, so it's a line of pictures. Where are the other D's? E on E is here. And where's D?
We've got a D on there.
Oh, it's a 4.
4.
Well, I don't think that's a coincidence, do you? I think we've got 1, 7, 4. So now we need to convert those back into colours using the picture here.
On a decoder. So what did we have? 1, 7 and 4.
1, 7, 4, yeah.
Okay, so 1 is, I've got the diamond at the top.
Yeah.
That's transparent, would we say?
Yes, it's 1.
1.
Oh yes, it's that one.
Yeah.
The shape of the beaker or container
Red.
changes as well.
Yeah, and then 4 is
the green one.
Green test tube. Okay, I've got 3 there.
Okay, so let's see if this is possibly correct. It's a good start. And where is the diamond?
We've done it again. We haven't actually looked for. Oh, there we go. It's on
this
mossy rock.
Yeah, mossy rock. Here, 25.
25. I feel confident. Yes.
Great. And it says the chemicals make the moss grow and then go up in vapour.
It is moss.
Oh, there we go.
Huh. You find riddle cards F and V. Take these riddle cards from the stack and look at them. I will.
I have to say, it's quite a dramatic result. The moss grows,
yeah,
and then it turns to vapour.
Then vapour.
I'd like to see that.
F and V. Can we get rid of any bits and pieces? We can probably discard those strips. We can get rid of this card, which is just the
Yeah, I agree.
guide for that one. So we've got F there, and we've got V there. Ooh.
Well, this alpha card goes with this, but I'm pretty sure we need a camera somewhere, so I'll move this out of the way for now.
That feels like a giveaway. Peg the pointer with the pen at the centre. We could have a go at something here because we know that this is salt. So we've got
because it's giving
gaps
you the
for salt. We've got the gaps to write silver in there.
Salt. Because these are what the chemical symbols are for, and that seems to be millilitres.
So what does U mean?
Units, maybe.
Yeah.
It could be units. I don't know. I'll make a note of that.
Units.
Let's have a look at the flags. I don't think.
Let's have a look at the flags.
Just in case the numbers that come on the flags spell something with those colours or something. I know, but then you'd have multiple letters fit in each thing, wouldn't you? Well, let's just see if these stack at all. So you've got Russia. Oh, hang on, we can't see everything simultaneously. Does that overlap with the Netherlands? Or the Gabon comes next, which doesn't seem to.
They obviously kind of go one.
Yeah. What?
So at the bottom it's got equals 6. Equals 6. To do with these numbers.
Okay, so Russia
that
is
we're adding up.
402, right? Mhm. And the colours are white, blue, and red.
Mhm. And something about it that equaling 6, which is just the total of those numbers, isn't it?
And then similarly for Gabon.
1, 3, 2.
Maybe you're meant to infer a rule. Well, that 6 is the total of the numbers, right? Maybe you're meant to infer a rule and then use that on a 5th flag or a 6th, 7th flag as well that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
what
what does it mean?
They don't fit together. I mean, there's no obvious overlap between them. They may actually overlap.
I don't really know why they've given us these totals as well.
Well, maybe you have to. Maybe there's another flag and you have to work out the total. Let's label the colours that are the same. We've got white. And we've got blue. And how many? So there's also green. I'll just make a note that we haven't labelled green. Yeah, I'm really confused by this, and I think we've missed out a card, haven't we, Laura?
Okay, well, the fact is we have missed out a card because when it said earlier, get out cards F and V, I really confidently put cards F and E down on the table. So the fact is we've just spent 15 minutes looking at completely the wrong card, trying to solve puzzles with no clues. So now what we're going to do is solve riddle card V, as we were told to do about 15 minutes ago. And there we go.
You put it down off the picture.
There we go.
Riddle card E, by the way, was the one that referred to the middle of this that we
middle
didn't.
of a pointer,
Yeah,
so it wasn't related to anything. It didn't give us a spoiler, and is the reason that we were lost for 15 minutes because we timed it. So now we do have a symbol for the flags, which was part of the thing that was holding up the puzzle solving process.
And also having a key to decode. So.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so we filled in all that information. Now, but what do we do with this? What is going on here? We're supposed to be working out a rule, right? So each of these flags, why is Sierra Leone upside down? Because if we were adding the colours together, it wouldn't matter that it was upside down, would it? I mean, I assume Sierra Leone's flag is actually the other way up in reality.
Are we looking for where those colour combinations come in that stack that we've just made? So a blue and then a red and then a green.
Oh.
For example, Russia overlapping with the top of...
Oh, you are. That's it.
And then... I've forgotten all the words for colours. Yellow, blue and red, which is where the middle... And then so it's kind of going... They're stacking then after that, aren't
so
they?
blue, red, green is 3.
Yeah, sorry, my brain didn't come out with any of the right words.
Okay, so let me write down 3.
Yeah, let's write this down. Why is it 3?
Okay, I've added them up. Blue, red and green. 2,
Oh,
1
yeah,
and 0.
yeah.
And then we've got...
I
And
started
that's
with
why
red.
it's upside down, because otherwise
Yeah.
it'd be wrong.
Yeah.
Yellow, blue, red is 3, 4, 5, 6, yes?
Yeah.
And then green, white, blue somewhere.
Or
Or maybe you're meant to
blue,
turn it up.
white, green.
Yeah, it must be upside down. It must be 5, 6, 7, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got-
Okay, and that was a circle symbol, which we said was on the flowers. So, what numbers did we just have written down there?
It's underneath you.
Oh, sorry.
3, 6, 7. I'll move it over here.
3, 6, 7, and then we want to do...
Blue,
We're looking at these.
purple, red.
This one, blue, purple, red.
Well, that's 16.
16. Okay, got a good feeling. And we
Uh,
found them on the flowers, which is
6.
number 6. Okay,
Why is that out of order? Oh, I just flipped it when I turned the deck.
number 6. Yay! Oops.
The chemicals made
Oh.
the flowers with her.
I thought we were saying oops as in like you've made a mistake, but we're all good.
But you find riddle cards T and W along with a strange item. Now take the strange item out of the box and the riddle cards from the stack and look at them.
Ooh.
Right, so the strange
these are our
item.
strange items, and I'm looking for T and W in the stack, which should be right at the end because it's not.
Right, so based on the picture, I feel I'm keeping the frame and discarding the pop-outs.
Ooh.
Oh, I broke that. Clumsy oaf.
Where is it on the picture? I just don't think I've seen it yet. Oh, I see on the picture on there.
On the card, yes.
Interesting.
So I think we're discarding the middles and keeping that.
I'd have gone the other way around, so well observed.
Yeah, well, it's tempting, isn't it?
And then we want T and W.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we can leave the flags for now, I think. We clear those.
Yeah, get rid of them.
And we clear the post-it notes.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a look at T and W. All right, here we go. There they are, T and W. Oh, okay.
There's a gamma.
That's good. That's our third piece.
In each room that's new, I interrupted you, didn't I?
No.
The following will always be true. From left to right, it's obvious. 0 to 9, how wondrous. You have to put the in the middle, wondrous. For
Yeah, not sure about the rhyme scheme there, but what does it mean? But first of all, I agree.
The meter. What do we do with this?
What do we do with that?
Is this relevant?
Have we come to any new... Have we come to any new rooms?
From left to right, it's obvious. Maybe we don't need this bit yet.
Maybe we don't, but we haven't got a symbol for these yet.
Oh.
Unless there's one on that page that we...
Oh, no, there's one on here.
Yeah, but we haven't... Do they overlay?
Does it overlay with this? Oh no, the 5 things correspond with this. It's choosing one item from each thing, isn't it?
Oh,
Well, maybe that doesn't quite make sense. But maybe it is choosing one item
Okay.
from each thing.
So if we're starting with...
Now,
Is that right?
it could be.
That just seems a bit...
Well, is one of them match? Only the top left one matches, right? If you take it off again, only the top left one matches, yeah.
But when you say matches,
Well, it gives us 9 on the first card on alpha.
I'm confused.
Well, only one. Just see if only one symbol matches on the second one. Yeah, the middle one. Oh, and the bottom
But
left.
yes, this is what I... Because if you look here, because that... It depends where you place it. It doesn't sort of place it exactly. What about if you do it that way?
I don't think that has got.
Also,
It's only
no.
printed on one side. Well, that's selected the middle symbol.
Is it...
I'm not sure that's right.
I'm not sure now. Is
Well,
that for something else?
Let's just compare the shapes, though. I mean, So
Oh yeah, they're obviously the shapes of those, but if you overlay them, it doesn't necessarily just pick one out.
well, it does only pick one on each card, though, doesn't it? So it could just be the 3 things that are picked on each card. So on alpha, the only one that exactly matches is... Oh, actually, none of them exactly
This is what I mean.
match.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Because it doesn't...
Well, that exactly matches... That centre matched that one, I think.
Oh, as opposed to it's different to that.
Yeah, because they're different heights.
Oh, we're supposed to use this as a sort of a measurement. But that seems like it...
Well, that's what I wondered.
But it sort of fits over...
Well, I think the outline only matches one object. Like that outline doesn't match that object at all, but does match that object.
Yeah. So does that... Oh.
And then I reckon you only select it, but does it select anything on the alpha card?
Yeah, and it doesn't feel
It does select this one, though.
instinctively right. But then they're the same. These two are the same.
Oh, that's true.
So why would you select one and not the other?
And what letter is that?
U.
So it was a vowel, that's good. U, Z, and... Just U and Z. I guess well 0, I suppose.
I really want them to pick something out, but it doesn't.
Do they fit over these pictures here? I mean, no, not really.
Oh, what about we've got a page with where we were able to fit the cards. Do you remember? It might be page 2 of the book. Sorry, that was deeply vague. It's got some coloured lines, blobs.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
So well done. So where's
So
one?
we've got one there.
Why are we saying that's one? Just to explain.
Well, there's one there. Yeah, never mind. Ignore what I'm saying.
Just put it over one of the 3 and see what happens. Maybe it'll match up with one of the. I'll match up with one of the cards.
Hurrah!
So we see how full the thing is.
Okay. Ooh.
And then does that match with any of the beaker volumes? We can't see alpha at the moment.
Sorry. Not really.
That matches here exactly, doesn't it? It does. It matches. So this is.
But why was it? Why would it not match that?
Because it's in a different position. Well, potentially this is beta, right? And let's just see if that works. If it picks one card with each position, then I think we're correct.
That's not quite placed in that bottom corner.
It's only the colour that matters, though, I think. Is there one with the green? No, I'm just checking each symbol.
We've got this symbol here and...
That doesn't exactly match, does it? What are the numbers as well? Why 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1? Then up here. Well, this must be the right thing to do, mustn't it? Don't you agree?
I agree, but I was really hoping that when we placed it on, it would just magically look like one of these cards.
Yes. There must be. It's no coincidence there are 5 things here and 5 things there.
No, it must be the right thing to do, but how do we make it work? And what
Is it telling us how to read these, perhaps, in some way? There's 2 1s, 2 2s, and a 3. Let's do this one here again. Well, I'll rotate
2
them.
1s, 2 2s, and a 3 again. I'm quite lost.
And we have got letter conversions for these elsewhere in the thing as well. So it's not clear whether we need to use these all together. I feel that these must go together. We've got all 3 cards. I'm assuming alpha, beta, gamma, there are 3 cards. And we've got a symbol, and it's the only symbol we have. So I'm pretty certain this is what we need.
Got to be on the right track.
Yeah. Maybe it's the colours, not the containers. Just this card help us. In each room that's new, the following will always be true. From left to right is obvious, 0 to 9, how wondrous. I think that's just telling us that there'll be a new set of colours when we go into another room. And they're numbered 0 to 9 from left to right.
If it's giving us a new room, it doesn't feel like it's relevant yet.
Yeah, I think that's not for here. So...
Is it time for a hint card?
No, each has got 1, 1, 2, 3. So 1 and 1 are here. Do they combine? So yellow and blue combine to make blue in the middle. There's no 3 at the top, right? Well, maybe they match a card in some way. Like that 3 does match with that one there, but it's at the bottom left, and this matches this one at the bottom right, which I don't like.
I think that's what's confusing me, is that we've got duplicates across these cards. Orange, orange and orange.
But there are only 10 symbols, so there's got to be 5 duplicates, right?
Yeah.
Minimum. Why alpha, beta, gamma? Why do we need the cards labelled in order? Because What I'm trying to work out is that we're going to get 3 colours and they're going to give us 3 symbols. And we need an order for those as well. And you would think the 1, 2 and 3 in some way give us an order if we've selected 3 items, right?
Yeah.
But also the alpha, beta, gamma gives us an order as
Yeah.
well. So why do we care? Why do we need 2 separate orderings? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, why are we ordering things within this card? Because presumably we would only really need one of those. I mean, we only need one of those to make 3 things to put on the decoder anyway, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, one possibility is that this has got nothing to do with that.
That is possible.
It does seem unfair to have
Seems
an
so
array, a layout of
unlikely.
5 items, doesn't it? Okay, so this doesn't appear anywhere. This doesn't appear anywhere. This doesn't appear anywhere.
That does appear.
So let's just write down what does appear in common. Maybe it'll all become clear in some way. So 1. So there's 3 cards on the page, 3 positions, and on the bottom position here, I haven't drawn them rotated. We've got the bottom left 1, which appears on alpha and beta, doesn't it? Which I don't really like, but that's it.
And then 2, we've got the 2 and the 3 don't appear.
Yeah, and then on this other card, the 1 doesn't appear anywhere.
The 3 does appear on alpha and gamma.
Okay, maybe it doesn't appear on beta. On this card, the 3 appears on what did you say? Alpha and gamma. And
none of the others do.
none of the others do. Well, if we ignore the numbering, then we've got the yellow one, right? And if we ignore the numbering on here, we've got the silver one, right?
Yeah, I think you mean orange where you've just put yellow.
Oh yes, you're right, it is orange. It looks kind of yellow, doesn't it?
It does.
And then,
And then so for the third one, but not third one, what of those appears?
is this
Oh,
black?
the blue one.
So the black doesn't appear like that.
Yeah.
The yellow doesn't appear like that. The blue does. The green doesn't. The yellow doesn't.
Yeah.
So each one of the cards has 1 symbol on, but we've got 1 equals silver, 2 equals orange, 3 equals green. So I don't know where the alpha, beta, gamma comes into
Neither
it,
do I.
but each one has. In fact, I actually don't.
They all appear on alpha.
Do they all appear on alpha? Yes, they do.
They do.
I don't know what the alpha, beta, gamma is. That's really confused me. But I'm pretty sure the fact there's only 1 match on each card means that we've got 1 equals silver, 2 equals green, 3 equals orange. Should we try that?
On here?
Yeah.
But in what order?
In order 1 equals silver, 2 equals green, 3 equals orange.
Do you want to do it? Because I'm a bit confused.
Well,
And what symbol are we going for?
The one on here.
Oh, yeah.
We've got silver, green, orange. Or maybe grey, I should say. So silver, silver, green, orange. There we go. It's really easy. 2022. Well, if it's correct, we'll see what you're confused about and have a look at it.
And it
and
was on that cutout.
Wasn't it on the door? No, it is on the cutout.
Oh, yeah.
Superficially, it's on the cutout, you're right. But more importantly, it's on the door.
It is on the door. The door to the new room
30.
that we're about to go to, I would imagine.
Yeah.
There we go.
Congratulations, the chemicals dissolved the lock on the door. You can go through the door into another room. You find riddle cards A, K and N. Take these riddle cards from the stack and look at them.
Nice. So we can probably get rid of these, I think.
Well, I don't know, we might need
Tidy
the
that
alpha,
up,
beta,
or
gamma.
yeah, we haven't really used those. Okay, what were the riddle cards that we just were told
A,
to get?
K and
A.
N.
We've got A there. We've got K there, and we've got N there. Right. Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
Okay. So A. Ooh, a periodic table. I think. Ooh, I think this is our new room that we've gone in, and we have some instructions about a new room. And ooh,
Well, there we go. We filled in that table before. Millilitres are units.
Yes,
Ag is the symbol for silver. Sodium chloride is the formula for salt. Hope this helps. Just we've used
Yeah.
that. And there's a moon there. And it's crossed out 1, 2 and 3 in blue and 4 in green and 4 and 5 in yellow. This must be referring to this page.
1, 2 and 3.
Let's have a look. So we've written in units silver and salt already because we're so clever.
Yeah. We
In
skipped
salt,
ahead.
you cross out 4. In units, you cross out 4 and 5. I presume it means the letters in the word, right?
Yeah, and then you'll get 3 letters based on...
Uni. And in green, we cross out the letter 4, which gives us sol.
Yeah.
And then for blue, we cross out 1, 2, and 3.
Universal indicator.
Yes, well.
How fun. So...
Oh, and then we have I.
And then,
Then we have universal. So we have I, V-E-R-S-A-L. And then we take the colours for this, right?
Nice.
And we haven't used the periodic table yet, but we'll come back to
Not yet.
that. So the moon puzzle, which must be in that... Where's the room we just went into? Is it under here? Yes.
Is it new?
So...
We've got a new moon. There it is.
IRS is blue.
So we're looking at the moon here. Put this down here. Blue. Yeah.
Blue again.
Blue. Ooh.
And then orange.
Orange. And I've got 8 there.
Okay, let's have a look.
Nice. Let's hope for the best. And we just found it on...
What symbol was it? The moon.
It was on this...
It's on this siphon
Connolly
here.
type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
24.
24. Moment of truth. Ooh.
The caustic action of chemicals can be a wonderful thing. The lock corrodes away. You can open the cabinet in the desk. You find riddle cards D, L, and Q.
Great. Lots of corrosive liquids.
I know, I feel it'd be quite dangerous,
About.
really. I mean, to be fair, if you're about to be chopped up or whatever it was they implied, something awful was going to happen.
Yeah.
Perhaps you
D,
don't
L,
tell.
and Q.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Should we see what's on them?
Let's have a look at these. Okay. Ooh, a cupboard with various bits of equipment in. Ah.
Well, now we've worked out why we need the alpha beta camera again.
Yeah.
So that was quite confusing having unnecessary information
Yeah.
earlier on.
On a different card. For the sake of order, lichen can be lucky. They look like chemical symbols hidden in
Oh,
there, don't they?
lithium, carbon, hydrogen, helium rather, etc. Yes. As a rule, 4 single digits next to one another, and then ignore the first single digit. Okay. So,
Interesting.
and on the periodic table, on the alpha, beta, gamma, we're crossing out things that correspond with certain. On the alpha, beta, gamma cards, I presume we'll be crossing out certain things based on their values. So we'll come back to that. Let's look at the periodic table first. So what have we got? Lichen can be lucky.
So we're writing down the numbers that are associated
Yeah, so
with
lithium is
these.
3, carbon is 6, helium is 2, nitrogen is 7. So we've got 3, oh, that's off the screen. We've got 3, 6, 2, 7 to start with.
You really know your way around the periodic
But
table.
those are right at the start. Those are the easy ones.
Those are the easy ones. I still don't know if I'd instinctively have got those.
As a rule, 4 single digits next to one another, and then ignore the first single digit. Okay, so
Should
that's...
we keep going?
Yeah, and then we've got Ca. What's Ca?
20.
Calcium, probably. 20.
N, which is 7.
Yeah.
Be, which is 4. Which I think is beryllium.
Yes, it is. Shall I go on to the next line or write 4 next to it? I'll write 4 next to it. And then lucky, Lu is... I don't know what Lu is. I have to be
71 though.
I have to be honest.
C,
Is carbon 6.
K,
Is potassium, which is 19.
nice, and Y.
It's 39. They're not all in 4s. Maybe we only need certain ones. For the sake of order, well, we've got 3, 6, 2, 7, 20, 7, 4. We've got 71, 6, 19, 39. Okay. That didn't help me. Where's the start?
So we've got, hang on, in this first one we've got 4 single digits next to one another.
Yeah.
Then ignore the first single digit. Is it just 6, 2, 7?
It could be just 6, 2, 7.
Should we
couldn't
try it?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we've got the star,
Yeah.
the star, and then do we think we'll just do 6, 2, 7 in that order?
It can't hurt.
Have we got the...
The colours are on here. Or where's the card on here?
We're using a new one.
Yeah, so...
And then what did it say? So for reference, we're using this card that we were given.
So 0 to 9. So this is 0
0
here.
to 9. Let's write those in. Nice. So we just said 6, 2, 7, and we're looking
Yes.
at the star. So when we said 6, what's 6 on that new card? The blue. 2 is the grey one.
Yep.
And 7 is this orange one, do we think? which gives us a 9.
Okay. Seems a bit random to ignore the other numbers, but perhaps that is what it means. Could be right.
Where did we see the star symbol? Did we see the star symbol?
Yeah, we did.
Is it in the cupboard? There we go. We've
Use it
seen it
off
on
the
a
screen.
sort of clamp.
It's on, yeah, here, 23. That was correct.
Oh, fascinating. The chemicals drip out of a tiny crack in the test tube and activate something on the shelf. This sounds like a really terrible lab for health and safety. You find riddle cards H and U along with a strange item. Now take the item out of the box and the riddle cards out from the stack and look at them. So we're looking for H and U. And I think we can probably get rid of some of these cards. H
So here's this. I'm going to push out the middle.
and U. Do you want the answer
Oh,
cards?
there's at the bottom to push out as well. Yeah, let's clear this mess.
So we've done the lichen. That one we've already written in, so we don't need that anymore. We might need the periodic table again.
It's possible.
And we'll probably need this again, but we're not sure when. So we'll
Yeah.
put that over here.
Right, okay, agreed.
Okay, so we've got riddle cards H and U. Here they are. H and U.
Okay, let's see
Okay.
what's on them.
Ooh. Draw a circle around the centre with the second pen in the pointer hole.
Okay. That's obviously
Intriguing.
card in Roman numerals, card 3 or something.
And then we've got a little map. That's just off camera, sorry.
Oh, wow, okay.
Draw a circle around the centre.
With a pen, second pen in the pointer hole. That must be to do with this, but it's obviously
It's
number
obviously
3.
part 3 of
Some instructions
3.
that we don't have. Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder if we start looking at this one now.
Okay.
Have we seen the L symbol anywhere? Yeah, we've got the L. Don't know if you can see it, it's just on this. So we've had alpha, beta, gamma before. Should we zoom out? There we go. So we've got alpha, beta and gamma up here, which we have used for a previous puzzle, but we didn't really use the alpha, beta, gamma aspect of it.
We didn't use it at all, and it confused
Yeah.
us, let's be honest.
It did confuse us. And then we've got lots of crossed out numbers here.
Yes. We also haven't, the other thing we definitely haven't used is the back of the book of these tables of 6 tables of letters as well.
Are they in a 3
Does
by
that go with this?
4 grid?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It does go with one of those, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's got the molecule symbols
It
around the
does.
outside.
Do we find one that's got the same molecule?
Yeah, here.
So if we take a route,
They're in groups of 5, so it goes from here. It says NU, NUM, B, number 2 is 1. Number 2 is 1. There we
one
go.
what?
I don't know. But that card tells us that number 2 is 1, right?
Okay.
And that symbol doesn't, those two molecules don't match. I don't think they match any of the other ones. So just meant to be reading here, number 2 is 1. So we now know number 2 is 1 for some other puzzle perhaps.
But we don't know what yet.
No, we don't know yet what. What yet? Didn't need to say that backwards.
Bit old school. We don't know yet what. What do you think? What do you make of this? These crossed out numbers.
Well, let's work out the value of each of these symbols on our bit of paper and see if they match up. And there's probably one left, right? And then that's the answer.
Hope so.
So brown is 5, and we'll assume that the 2, 1 thing doesn't apply yet. And that upside down symbol is 2, and the red is 1, and the blue is 6, and the orange is 7. Now if we look down our list here, 5, 1, 7, 2, it crosses out all of them apart from 6.
So we think we're going to go with 6 for alpha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on here, black is 8, brown is 5, white is 4. I'm going with, is white 4? Is that the empty one?
Yeah, it's sort of translucent.
Yeah, it's based on the shape, I think it is.
Yeah.
And then the silver is still 2 and the green is 9.
Unless it's a beaker of milk.
Yeah, that's true. And then we've got 2, 8, 2, 8, 9, 5, so the answer is 4.
Okay.
And then on here we've got yellow, which is 3, purple, which is 0, blue, which is 6,
Yeah.
white, which we put down, is 4, and orange, which is 7. And we're crossing out 3, 0, 6 and 4, which leaves us with 7.
Nice. So
that's our answer.
6, 4, 7. And what?
6, 4, 7, and it's on
Looking
the
at the L. Ah, and we need to decode them. So 6 is the blue one.
Yes.
4 Is that right? That's what's coming next is our beaker of milk, which is that one, I think.
And 7.
And 7 is the orange one. It's already on that. 14.
Yeah, it's because the two discs are lined together for the hole, so I've noticed they often spin together.
Oh, really?
We'll do another one.
That's
Still
funny.
the wrong pile of cards. What number? 14.
14.
Oh, it's pretty close. Let's get rid of that.
Nice. And where did we see this? This is the L. We saw it on this.
Saucepan.
Yes, cooking pot.
Which is where? Here.
Is that on there?
27.
27. Oh, fingers crossed. I've got a good feeling about this.
There we go.
Excellent. The chemicals dissolve the coating on the part. Lots of dissolving going on here, isn't there? Now a message is revealed. You find riddle cards C, P and X. Take these riddle cards from the stack and look at them.
Excellent.
Great. We can tidy our workspace.
Yes.
So C, P and X. Not many cards left to go. And yeah, I think we still need to use everything else. Let's have a look at those. Ooh, oh goodness. How is your trigonometry? Ooh, point of view.
Yeah, I think we're
tilting
know.
that.
I think we're going to be
I think we're going to be tilting that. Ooh, we've got instruction 1.
Poke
one
through
of
the
3.
centre.
Poke through the centre. I feel like we actually already poked through the centre
Yes, we did.
without being instructed, but that felt pretty intuitive.
Yeah.
Do
Right.
you want to have a look at the point of view?
So I think the point of view is here. So presumably we look at it from this angle, and what do we see?
Ooh, what does it say? Ooh.
It says it's reflecting.
N.
IVN. Are the Roman numerals the other way up?
Are they?
Well, there's lots of I, N's and V's.
Lots of I's, N's and V's, but depending on how you tilt it... Oh! Well, that's a bit more obvious, isn't it? The third
I
number
was
is 4.
following that triangle.
I think that's fair. The third number
is
is
4.
And we had something else earlier on that maze that said number 1 is 2.
Yes, the third number is 4. 1, 2, 3. So the third number is 4.
And it was
circle
it
these.
number 1 is 2, or was it number 2 is 1? Let's check that before we write that down.
And here we had number 2 is 1.
Number 2 is 1.
Okay, and then this
Number
must
2 is 1.
this must be 3. Do you think?
You've got number 1 is 1 there.
Oh,
Number 2 is 1. I think I confused it by saying number 1 is 2.
sorry, no, I was just wrong.
Ah, I had that as E.
But maybe it's a 3.
But maybe it's a 3.
It's a triangle
because
with
it's
3
in that
sides.
sort of digit.
But why would it be? How would we know it was number 1 apart from by elimination? Does the triangle fit with anything on
There
here?
is a triangle somewhere on the other side. Is it an equilateral triangle? Not really.
I don't know if that is
I don't know if we've got anything that looks like that.
apart from on the diodes.
Oh, what about this? Is that anything?
You're right. There is a triangle. I think it's a bit elaborate. FG.
FG and V.
Yeah, I don't know.
What
if that's
does that correspond in any way to the triangle that we've got there? Not really.
Let's
Not
have a
really.
quick look through the rest of the book. Right, used. I feel we finished with
I think
that
we've left that
page.
room now, haven't we?
I think we've used that and this and this, and we've used this, so maybe we don't need anything else. I mean, we could just randomly use the 3 here. But it shows that angles are equal. So let's have a closer look at that card, because there are arrows on there. They appear to be arrows as opposed to, they look like angle symbols, but they do appear to be arrows, and each of those symbols...
That's really hard to see.
Yeah, so obviously each of those angles is 60 degrees in a triangle. But I don't see that 60 degrees is going to help
What does that mean?
us.
And what's this X here?
That's the card
Is
number.
that the card number?
Yeah,
Okay.
better.
Looking for a clue where it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it could also equally well be an M or W. Or as you say, an E.
I said E.
But we could turn it upside down to get a 3.
Yeah.
But why? There must be some logic to it.
But why?
So what's this on? What are we looking at for a start?
Oh yeah, we don't even have a symbol to look at yet, do we?
No, that's true. Where do we have... Well, that's not true. Oh, no, I think we do.
Oh, it's the triangle symbol. That's why we got
I thought it was a
confused.
point of view, but actually it's just a triangle symbol.
Triangle symbol. Oh, and that's a triangle.
It is a triangle, and it's the triangle symbol, so maybe 3...
Maybe 3 is the other
Maybe
number.
it's just
Maybe
telling
the
you
first
that
number
3
is 3.
because
Should we
it's
try
a triangle and it
314?
matches the triangle symbol. I think so. 314.
314. A good mathematical number. ish.
It's a good
Is that
mathematical
right?
number.
Right, we're going with triangle. I was thinking more like pi. 3.14.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, right, we've got the triangle. So 3 is
Yellow.
yeah.
1
Is
is
red.
and 4 is white.
4 is white. 19.
No. 19.
I feel like we've made a bit of a leap with that triangle in the middle.
I don't.
So I'm hoping
it matches
for good
the symbol,
things.
so I feel that turning upside down to match the symbol makes sense.
And I've just spotted it's here on this,
Oh right, so 5.
what looks like a massive lava lamp.
I think that's what exactly it's meant to be, unless you keep a very small
I think
fish
it's going to tell us.
in there.
Oh, yes! Amazing! The chemicals make the water glow. Pieces of paper loosen from the floor.
Ooh,
You find riddle cards E, J and M. Take these riddle cards from the stack and look at them.
there we go.
Why is it loosening the floor? And I'm thrilled to report these are our last 3 riddle cards.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
So let's get rid of that.
So we can get rid of our point of
That.
view.
I think we finished
we
with
can
the
get rid of the
periodic table.
periodic
Yeah, let's see where it's
table.
going. So we probably may still need that.
We still need those. So we're
Okay.
looking for a part 2, hopefully. So we've got our last 3 riddle cards. E, J and M. Let's have a look. So M is... Ooh! I was going to say part 2, but that's actually part
A centre and a pointer.
4. Oh.
5.
Okay.
Let's
line these up in
yeah.
order that we need to do. Okay, we've got a pointer. Is it for this?
No, it's for this, isn't it? And it's got to fit on a wave. Is there a wave drawn on here? We haven't used the outside. Is there a wave across here? I think we're drawing on here
Waves
anyway,
there.
because we haven't used all that mess.
Put it through the centre, peg the pointer with a pen in the centre.
Centre of what?
That's what I meant. Is it for here? Are we using the decoder at all? But maybe
Don't
not.
know.
Draw a circle around the centre.
We find that symbol on here, right? Draw a circle around the centre with the second pen in the pointer hole.
And you can't
Start
see that on
reading
camera.
at 9 o'clock, then continue in a clockwise direction. That's it, right?
So we've got this symbol here, and on our lovely notebook here, we've got matching symbols. So we think that is our centre.
Yes, I think so too.
Presumably where the...
Do you want to
Two
be the
things
person who
meet.
holds it in place? And
I
I'll
can
draw
be,
it
yeah.
in?
There we go.
Right.
So start reading at 9 o'clock.
Or should we draw the circle first? Does it say draw the whole circle, right? Draw a circle around the centre, okay. Okay,
Nice.
well, I think we can get rid of this now.
And then it says, start reading at 9 o'clock.
Then continue in the clockwise direction. So this is to solve the square puzzle. So 9 o'clock is here. We can zoom in on this a bit.
Yeah.
So 9 o'clock is here. What are we crossing? Is there an A? Are we looking for numbers?
Does it point to something, if I put this back, if we had it like that, does it point to anything? Does it?
No, oh, maybe it does. No.
I mean, there's an A there, but it seems under...
That was actually it's a D
Oh, it is a
from
D,
differential.
yeah, that seems...
Well, let's have a look at, is there anything obvious it passes? Or numbers? So we're looking for 3 numbers or 3 symbols, right? As it goes round. Start
Yeah.
from 9. We're looking for, there's an 8 here,
Start reading at 9
and
o'clock.
an S. And a 4, it could go through a 4 here, right? That can't be a coincidence. And a 2 here, or was that a Z? I can't tell now, I've drawn it. I think it's hitting an 8 and a 4. And is that meant to look like a 5? Or a 2?
If that's an 8, then that's sort of where it's meant to be, which would, I mean... But 9 would be about there anyway, wouldn't it?
Yes. So if we read it clockwise from there, I think we've got this bold thing, this bold thing, and this bold thing.
Okay. So do we think that's...
So I think we've got...
Is that-
I think there's only one... These are letters. I think it's
Yeah.
2, 4, and then 8.
Why not 4? I just want to make sure we've got the right one.
Well, we'll just try. Let's try it. See if it's
Okay,
right.
so which one was this?
2,
the
4,
square?
8 is the square, yeah.
And what chemicals do we need? Square. What, 2,
Oh, that's true. You do need to match with the colours.
4. It's very similar to what we had last time.
Well, that's a good start then.
20.
I can't see
What
that.
we've got there.
20, okay.
Tense.
And then the square. Where was the square?
Where was the square? Is it,
On the door, perhaps.
or is it it's in our cupboard?
Oh, right, okay.
These are our last riddle cards. So
It's that
some
stack
sort
of
of-
material, stack of kit there,
I actually thought
11.
it was a really fancy candlestick, but I can see that. Oh, they're all upside down.
It's 'cause I flipped them over, yeah. Woohoo!
We did it! Unbelievable! The chemicals dissolve the chain on which the key is hanging. The key opens the door and you can finally exit the laboratory.
Yes.
Hooray.
Outside, you were greeted by a team of scientists who were watching you the entire time through a camera.
Creepy.
Not at all. Many thanks for your participation in our study on human behaviour in extreme situations, they say.
That's what they sound like.
This has been very illuminating. We hope that you weren't in too severe a state of anxiety, even though our measuring instruments did register some extremely high amplitudes. Here's the $20 we promised each of you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So that was the test. It was a test within a test.
So that's not too bad. I quite enjoyed that one, didn't you?
I enjoyed that, and I didn't feel like that was significantly harder than the other ones that we've done. We did the 2.5 circle difficulty, and this was 3.5 circles.
Yeah, I don't think the circle difficulty ratings have a great deal.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I kind of miss the narrative of being on a terrible holiday somewhere, but you know, I think that was good.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So there we go. That was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
I think so. I like how clear they are to work through. I feel like you always know when you're on the right track, or if you're on the wrong track with these, then I feel like you've got more of an indication.
I find it's confusing when you have information you don't yet need. Like, for example, the alpha, beta, gamma, you're really trying to use that you don't know that you don't use.
That's true, actually. That was confusing.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I thought that was quite a lot of fun, didn't you?
Yeah, would do again.
So if you'd like to join us for one of our future solves, because we will be solving other exit the games and other unlocks, and also some escape the rooms and all sorts of other things as well, including some little indie projects I found on Kickstarter as well, all sorts of escape room boxes. And then what you want to do is somewhere around here there should be a subscribe button. Do please click it. It makes it easier to find our future videos. Makes us feel all warm and fuzzy.
It does.
Or click the like button while you're there too, and also feel free to leave a comment as well, and let us know if there was some part of this you thought was unclear, or some part you thought you solved a lot more quickly. Then that's perfectly possible, let's be honest. Or some bits that you thought we missed. It's definitely the case sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, we've definitely looked back and gone, oh, that's really obvious.
But why not join us in another week then, or watch one of our other existing videos. Either way, we hope to see you in another video. So until then, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Bye.
Bye.